Good afternoon. Welcome to Space Engineers. I am the Blind Gaming Guy, and this is our Round and Round We Go playthrough. I hit all the right buttons anyway. Oh! I forgot we were in space! I should have gone into third person mode. Oops. Well, that continues my day of just absolute beauty and chaos. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Good afternoon to you guys. How's your day going? Scott says, LOL, good afternoon. Yeah, that one qualifies as LOL. Oh dear. Let's eat some food. Alright, helmet closed. We are ready to walk outside into space this time. Oh yeah, we were going to build... I know what we were working on now. It's alright, I'll get caught up. I was gone for a week because of family. And it's showing. And remember, folks, I'm a professional. And yes, that was meant with sarcasm. As much sarcasm as you can come up with. Production. Can I make 65? What does it need? I don't have gold. Well, then 3 is going to have to do the trick. And we are currently seriously in shadow. So let's move our ship away and out of the shadow so we have some more solar. There we go. Let's try rotating it. Yes, I'm actually using my solar tracker to arrange myself as close to directly onto the sun as I can get. Alright. There's some nickel and some uranium. What we're going to do next is go to GPSs, because we really don't need all of those. So let's turn the identify signal is the only one on. They're all from our time on Pertam, which has ended. It would be nice. We are going to have to build a mining vehicle. I think that's what I said we were going to do next, actually. Good thing I agree with myself. Alright. That's the one thing about hand mining in space that is frustrating as tar. Wait, did I hit ice? No, just plain stone. We don't want to put just plain stone. It's not important. No, we're hand mining. There you go. Gotta get that stone out of our way. Alright, let's build us a miner now. Okay. Let's see how much ice we still have in our inventories. We have lots of ice in there. ICE. Yeah, thousands of kilograms yet. Okay, so where do we think we should build our little friend? Okay. We moved out here to get away from the shade, and the shade chased us. There. And the negative is the nickel and uranium on the opposite side of the planet from us, but or the planet, opposite side of the thing from us, but it's only 300 meters. Doom voxels there. More of them. Ugh. I'm a bit further away now, but I am technically on the same side as them now. I'm just orbiting the... I could do. Could just land on it. But, you know, this will work. Alright, now. We need... a place to build. Alright, I guess I'll take this thing out.
Inventory full.
What? Did it make these? Oh, it did have enough to build it. Woohoo! Alright, based off calculations done last week, 4 small reactors powers this entire ship with ease. Which allows us to then go get do something that we never were able to do on Pertam. Not worry about energy. Really? There. That should be... Ugh, it's still cattywampus. Alright, now our question simply becomes, what kind of a space miner do we want? We don't have platinum, so obviously it's going to be a hydrogen-powered ship. So, we are definitely going to be using a small grid H2O2 at some point, which we'd want for our cockpit either way. We need a lot of cargo, so let's start there. Let's start with a big cargo container. Is that right? Yes, we got the right spot. The real question becomes, how do we want it arranged? I mean, honestly, since we... Solar radiation, I forget. New mechanics, new mechanics. New mechanic. Ay, ay, ay. That may have been why I moved the ship underneath the asteroid. I guess now that we have those, we don't really need to be in the sun. And being in the sun comes with that big negative of not being able to work at the pace I want to. Alright, let's move over until we get into the shade. Or at least till the butt of the ship is in the shade. There. There. That should keep me out of the solar radiation. At least for a little while. I changed my mind on this. On the conveyor first. Yes, like that. And now if we put you... Nope, it's gotta go further forward yet. Okay. Kind of leaves it like a saddle slung. Wish it back further though. Because I don't want you, I don't want you, I don't want you. I want just the frame. And then from the frame we want the yes. And then we want the
Meteor storm inbound.
yeah, kind of shorten it and fatten it some. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. There we go. See, now we kind of got this short, fat thing going. GH2. Just throw a little H2O2 on here. That's a good spot for it right there. Yep, like that. G. Now I need a cockpit. Now the one I would normally use here is going to be this guy. But I don't like where he's going to line up. Plus, it's about the only cockpit we've used so far. But man, it really is the prettiest one for this kind of opportunity. Alright, fine, I'll use this one. It's not the one I want to use, though, for the record. For the record, I would rather have used something else that had a different arrangement up here. But I can't get one that looks good, so, you know. Next stop would be conveyors again, except for we need the small ones that look funny. Yeah, those right there. Alright. Now, ugh. Mag boots are hard. I am looking for a gyro. We're going to want a pair of gyros. Put them both facing forward. Gee, I want ore detector. She's the pretty new one. Because blocks that move are cooler. They just are. You can't pull it through there. It has to pull it through there. There we go. We have our ore detector. We have those. We don't have any batteries. This thing ain't gonna fly for long. Doesn't need a lot of battery because it's gonna be hydrogen powered though. Small batteries will fit in our hole better. Again, not too worried about them because I'm running hydrogen. There. I'll take care of that. It needs a hydrogen tank. T-A-N-K. Hydrogen. Everything's under the oxygen tank, though. Yeah, whatever. Don't need an oxygen tank because I have that. It's huge. It's huge. Small hydrogen tanks aren't going to last for any length of time, so you're stuck going for one of the hydrogen tanks. They're big. Man, they're big. Actually, so big they're going to I'm going to change my ship to accommodate them. Now that's so much length. I hate to do this, but I gotta start all the way at the beginning. I gotta remember that I'm in space. I really was liking how short and squatty this guy was getting.
Low.
I really need to build a proper med bay. All right. Back to square one. Hydrogen tank. I see something I don't like here. Let me go block, Shift P, paint you. Wait, really? Looks like it's the wrong color. Shift P. Oh, it's because I'm drawing out steel each time instead. Okay. Now let's Shift P. Actually, hold on. Dang it. I saw something else that I didn't. I just remember something else. Okay. I'm okay building the little one bright. Okie dokie. Hydrogen tank changes the shape of my entire plan. I know. He just threw me completely off. I had a plan. Let's try conveyor. Let's come back to the conveyors. And basically we're doing the exact same thing, except we have this giant hydrogen tank in the middle. And this guy will definitely be an ore vessel because he can't hold anything else. Oh, now he's squatty. Just thought he was squatty last time. At the moment, it almost looks TIE Fighter-ish. Yeah, looks almost TIE Fighter-ish now. But what do we do? What do we do? Is something going weird with the stream? The audio current bit rate. Is something weird with my... Is the audio weird? Hold on a moment. How about now? Do I talk now? Okay, I'm talking now. Okay. Talking here. Don't know what's going on. Places are not showing things. It's not going smoothly. Why is it not going smoothly? Things. It's not going smoothly. Okay, never mind. I got it fixed finally. Alright. Let's move forward and hope that things go smoother. And I don't have more of that. Whatever that was. Uh-oh, the sun's coming to get me. I gotta move. I gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. Alright, which way do I go? No, back up, back up. Push the little thing back under this. There. There. Alright. Now, let's see. Quit barking, dog. Dum. Let's go batteries. Let's actually use a full-size battery now that I have room and haven't. I could put a battery here. Put a battery there. And there. That'll give me lots of battery power. Whole lots of battery power. And then we do a... Actually, let's not do that. Let's just do a... Conveyor converter. Right there. I'm going to have to do something unique about forward thrust, the way I've done this, though. Not really sure how I'm going to do that yet. Because thrust is going to be a little weird. Doesn't have to be super weird, though. You can come out right there. Do the line on right there. While we're thinking of it. Thrusters. Hydrogen thrusters. And we will not be one large, we'll be one smalls. And yep, I'm going to have to do the other thing. Small, these are here. Just going to weld those up. There we go. And now some small thrusters. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got a weird noise there as it kicked on. There we go. See, there's got my rear thrusters without any, with having them nice and tucked in so they don't stick way out. I actually may have to slide that out one more space to get what I want to happen. Clang mining survey drone. 9.41 kilometers away. Let's switch both of these to recharge. And you need to be set like that. There we go. Okay. Now again, let's go with that same wide open fronted cockpit because it's the only wide open front cockpit. Anytime you're doing something that you want to be able to see, it's the cockpit you end up using because it's the only one that leaves you able to see. It's literally the only one that you can see out of in first person clearly. I'll move it down. There we go. There we go. Now, it's got everything tucked into a nice, really tight fitting bundle. Now, where do we want to put drills? I think right there, actually. That looks like a spot. The old drills make more sense in space. The new drills are cooler. Alright, old drills it is, because it makes more sense. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Ugh. Alright, apparently I need to move my ship again. Alright, where's the sun in relation to... Here, I'll just use... There. See if that counts. Seems to be. Okay. And we're going to stand them up so we can get that lined up with that, and that lined up with that. These. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of them. Alright, that's got the drills connected. Alright, what do we got under here? What do we want to do under here? Let's go back in and put our gyros in. Right here underneath. Again, make sure they're all facing the same way. There we go. Oh yeah. Now we have the ability to turn. It's a lot of turning ability, actually. I'm going to stick with the spinny ore detector. For this time, I am going to turn it on its side. And use it right there. There we go. And then, let's see. What else do we want? Besides thrusters, what else do we still need? What do we need? My brain is not working. Scott says, stream is buffering a lot today. I don't see it on my end. YouTube. No, everything looks alright on my end. I honestly don't know why it's buffering on your end. Let's see. What do we need? An antenna. We need an antenna. But best place to put the antenna would be back here on the back. And I'd like to do that after I move it off and... Alright then. If that's the case, let's grab some of these. Like that. We want 6. 1, 2, 3. One, two. There we go. And we want these guys just like on the back, just tucked right up against the ship. Will those burn it? We'll find out real fast here. I'm gonna have to move those. There's a way to check real fast though. Find out really fast. Ready, set. I can't see what I'm trying to see there. Alright. Now look at these. No, it blasted right past the side of them. So that does not count as its hitbox. So, that's good to know. Those might cook here, but it's not an issue, in my opinion. Now this will let me know. Yep, it did. I thought it might. It did a whopping... It did almost no damage, but it did do some. Alright. So I said I need to pull it out one. Where do we want to put our side thrusters? And our vertical thrusters. We still need them too. Unfortunately, the ones on top pretty much have to go in that line on your side. So let's put them there. 3, 4. That should do the trick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Where did I line them up from? Okay, I can't forward from here. Alright, 1, 2, 3. There's forward and back, up and down. I don't want it right here, because I don't want the front of that visible. Do it off the top of the... It's awful far forward. You know, there's... Do that. That'd be an unusual arrangement, but then you're going to run into risk of hitting them underneath. I really don't want them right here. Those cannot slide forward one. That's an idea. And then put these on. Like this. Like that. That'll still let me completely cover that area, leaving no visible conveying. So if I need 6, not 3, Scott. Urgh! Damn it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. How do I do this? I don't want to push them any further forward than that either. What about... Stick to the same idea. Like that. That'll work. That'll give me what I want. There we go. That'll slide them all the way back and out of sight. There we go. Alright. Now we'll put the small thrusters in. I'll put some thrusters in over here. Alright. And it kind of gives it a little shape at the same time. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's up, down, left, right, forward, and backwards. So that gives me all of my directions of thrust. 6 hydrogen thrusters in each and every direction. You know what I didn't do? I talked like I had done, but I didn't do. This does not have an H2O2 on it. Not that it's truly needed under the circumstances, but since I don't have it, I need to do this. So that I can breathe. There we go. Those will fill up just fine. See, those are already almost full. Okay, so without being prettified, that should be a functional ship. So let's disconnect it. First, let's turn the batteries to auto. Right. Then disconnect it. Stockpile off. Now then, G menu. Your first switch lock. Then you stockpile on off. Then we gotta go into K. Batteries. Let's just call it the borer for now. Get done shaping it and painting it, we'll decide what it actually is called. Okay, that was the batteries, drills. We'll turn the drills on into a group. Again, this is just the borer for now. I know, not an original name by any stretch of the imagination. This is a different shaped ship from anything I've made. Very short and squatty. Alright, so 2 blocks. That goes in 1. Groups. Next to it is toggle on off. Next to that is terrain clear mode on off. And next to this one is batteries recharge on off. Okay, that should 987Z. Z789 drive off. Do I have any guns on my vehicle at all? That would be a no. We will have to fix that very soon. Alright. Whoa, that's twitchy. Oh, I know why. But two things were messed up yet. I want to do that. And then that. And then G, seal it in. Place you. Like that. And G, I need an ANT. I want this antenna because it looks different. Oh, come on, go where I want you to. I know, I'm getting irradiated over and over, but I'm getting ready to go inside my cockpit and stay there, so that's fine. Why am I not seeing? RE or detector. Range at 50 meters. Range at 50 minutes, dude. ANT. The bore. Alright, I guess we're going to fly it. It's almost as responsible as your responsive. Why can't I? Or detector. Broadcast using antenna. Check. A and oh, because I got rid of the antenna. That explains it.
Meteor storm inbound.
Smoke up there. There. If you're watching and don't know, hitting Shift P lets you select the color of whatever you're looking at. There. Now, find the borer. Let's test it out. Ooh, I know something else that was missed. Won't hurt to get a couple more, actually. I realize I talk to myself quietly sometimes. Because I'm talking to myself. Now, if we put one, can't put one there. We can't put it here. Right there. And right there. Now let me see what's behind me. And now to see what's in front of me. Can I slide it? I can't slide it to there. It'd have to be there. I need this. Need the curve. I know. Solar radiation. It's trying to eat me, I know. That's what happens when you think of things that you want to change mid-flight. How am I missing those? Now, we're talking. Because that will hide all those conveyors. There's where I went into from outside. Alright. we go. Stream is healthy, stream is extra. I still don't see any buffering on my... I mean, there's that delay that YouTube always has. But I am not seeing any unusual buffering today. Something this ship is going to need is a way to get rid of rock. Especially when drilling something like uranium. Alright. Now that I opened up the area again. Let's get back to doing the uranium mining. It takes a lot of uranium to fill up even cargo spots this small. But we are making progress, and we are actually getting a lot of uranium. Yummy, yummy uraniums. My reactors will be happy. My reactors are happy. My batteries are happy. If my batteries are happy, I can fly. And see, this is the stuff that if you try a first person only, it becomes really difficult because you can't slide around inside of a asteroid as you mine it out with any indication of where you are, really. Boy, I'm getting a lot of uranium. How much uranium are we up to? .8 kilograms. Again, as we focus on the uranium, not the stone around it. I mean, don't get me wrong, we'll get into the stone, but we are really getting close. Actually, we're getting close to having no uranium left. Did I wipe it out? I got an entire deposit, virtually, of uranium in one go. Holy cow. I may have decided I got all of it, actually. Nickel is not something we care about. Try to figure out which end I'm supposed to land at. Telling you, it's almost as responsive as if you were in your jetpack, which has advantages and disadvantages. Biggest disadvantage is alright. The biggest disadvantage is... What did I do? Huh? Did I bump it hard enough it's messed up? No. Oh, I took it off, put a new one on. That's right. So 9, 8, 7, Z. Now we can pretty it up. Now we can pretty it up and make it, you know, closed in. We'll do that at our next stop. Fully recharged in 5. Like, negatives. Why are they out negatives? Ship power, okay. Required, total available 145 total. Well, it is charging. Okay, so again, that's where we came from. There's Earth-like. I forgot that I may have just screwed that up. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on. A little bit further. Tip forward. Tip forward. Too far. Back this way. Come on. Oh, it's so hard to wiggle this thing where I want it. There. Okay. Turret controller off. There. Earth-like and Mars. And a pirate beacon. This is not where I'm going. Why flip it the way I did? Because that's where my biggest thrusters are. As I get close, I can just hit Z and it'll slow down quickly. What did I just do? There, got rid of whatever it was. Oh, let's hope we don't get too close to that pirate beacon. Iron and ice. I don't know that I need ice or iron, but I actually don't need ice either. What I need is gold. So look toward Earth, pick my next planet or my next asteroid, target it, go that way. Sure we don't get hit by that one. Silicon and iron. Gold is that way. Earth is that way. We need gold. We need gold. Anyone who thought that uranium last time might have been scripted. This is how looking for stuff typically works for me. We drift down quickly. I throw mountains there. There we go. There's something right there. Is it nickel? Or gold? Nickel. A camera could help me. Me and the flying cookie sheet. Don't see any yellow. Magnesium. And gold. All right. Alright, let's move ourselves. Now, the real question. Where do I want to put guns on this thing? Actually, with that laid down, across the front here's got a few spots. Let's see, a couple of these on the front here. I want to make a difference. Yes, that'll make a difference. Yes, those will make a difference on the front of the ship. Yak here on the back. Get a different conveyor. Do some of those on both sides. Where did I go back to? There we go. Inventory. Apparently I need to eat. All the things I used to remember to eat aren't working quite right in space. You don't use hydrogen as much in space, and oxygen. Well, you use plenty. You're in a cockpit most of the time, or in a O2 space, so you don't use O2 the way you do on Earth in a non-oxygenated environment on planet. There, we got it.
Meteor storm inbound.
GT. Yeah, that's a scary thought. Meteor shower incoming. Put a couple of those. There, and one there on each side. Oh, somebody still play. Sorry. Apparently my phone is not silenced. Hold on. I apologize. Alright, why am I not... Am I on a steel plate? Is that the issue? Are we out of iron? No, we have tons of iron. Oh, I know what's going on. ASSE. My assemblers are full of gravel. What is this? Oh, that's what it takes to make deflector shields. Alright, CARGO. I don't know what is going on. So we'll just empty you. Empty you. Empty you. Empty you. Production. Assembler. Control panel. Oh, there's why. Alright, that will keep me from getting hit by meteor showers. Even if it is on the not a great amount of protection. Again, we didn't build this ship for space. Remember, this isn't a spaceship. That we're fighting, we're building it to protect itself a little bit in space is simply to protect itself in space. It's not designed to, wasn't planned to. We really didn't expect to get to space as easily as we did. Energy. All right. Eat. Grab some hydrogen so we don't run out. Gee. Actually, I don't need to do that. I just need to go there. Alright, what options do we have back here? Gatling, rocket, artillery, assault. Problem is, artillery I can't make. Actually, I probably can now, but... So assault it is. We'll just have assault cannons on this thing front and back. That will do is make sure that I don't get blown away by those things. By ships, hopefully. While the GATs will make sure anything small gets zapped. The artillery, or the assaults, can make sure everything big gets destroyed. I do not have a lot of crumple zone on this ship, though. Yellow. Wonder why that one's yellow. Production. What a refinery. Am I burning uranium faster and it's refining it? It's possible. reactors. It's 2 hours, 3 hours. Current use is 0 because it has no uranium. There we go. That should keep them all equal, hopefully. This has got them all running. There. There we go. And let's go get the rest. I think I get all in one load. Nope. I don't have grids. Is that the case? What are you saying I'm out of grids? For heaven's sakes. Okay, throw the grids in front. Sure enough, out of grids. Alright. That's going. Now, let's come up here. I really think what I'm going to need is another refinery. Two, 3, 4. Okay, GREF refinery. Steel plate production. What's Assembler 2 doing? I need to go find all my power modules. We aren't going to want so many of these now. Actually, that one can go back. Sorry. I mean, power is fine on the assembler here.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Where'd it go? Oh, there they are. YE.
Energy low.
What I need are yield modules. Superconductors. Ditch you, ditch you, ditch you. Grab you.
Inventory full.
Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. This is going to take a long time now. Ah, poop. I get close enough to grind it.
Energy critical.
Not that. Maybe not. Maybe like this. Okay. Now, Control G. There and there. There we go. Can't get in and out on this side now, but makes me glad I didn't do one on both sides. With 4 energy left, it's definitely time to go and rest. Alright, what did I pick up to eat here? Oh, just kelp crisps. So yeah, I better eat them quick because they don't last very long. I mean, it's not that they don't last long, it's that they don't provide that much nutrition. Okay, as we get gold, as we get gold, we will be welding up all these superconductors. Alright, so we need to make superconductors the next thing on our list. Production. Assembler 1. Gravity components, because I am going to need gravity components, but not that many of them yet. Let's do a full 100 and call it good. Alright. Let's go get some gold. Z 7 8 9 forward. Gold. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Seriously, there. Oh, look, it's right on the surface even. Wrong button. There we go. Get it all. There we go. Grind it all. There we go. Keep going. I really hope there's more gold here, but even if this little bit's all that is here, it gets us closer. It improves my uranium yielding. It improves. Okay, we still are having gold on that thing. It's just 300 away. It's right here on the surface again. This is just cooperating. This is a cooperative asteroid. I mean, seriously. And this is a big patch of gold. About 5, 6 times what was on the other side. So we are going to be really happy here. We're just watching our gauge fill up. Nothing like playing vanilla Space Engineers. And this really is pretty much vanilla. I have a few little add-ons here and there, but it's a vanilla goal. Which we did half of the vanilla goal. In case you don't remember, our goal was originally to circle all of Pertam in a rover. Have a greenhouse to feed ourselves out of, and to find every plant type that can be found in the game. We succeeded on all but one of those. And the one we failed at is we couldn't find mushrooms on Pertam. It turns out that's because there's not a whole lot of mushrooms on Pertam. They do spawn there, but it's like 20 on the entire planet. So rather than try to deal with more of the Pertam madness, we decided that since we'd already finished our trip around Pertam, we'd take the show to space. And so far in space, we have found a little tiny bit of uranium, which we could definitely do with more uranium. We found a little bit of uranium. Now we found gold. I'd worry about ice a lot more, especially being a hydrogen-powered ship, except for we have lots of ice. When I found ice on Pertam, I went ham and took all of it. And even though we have so far gone through about half of what I got on Pertam, most of that was fueling my engines while on Pertam. I have used very little since I've went to space. And that's because when you're in space, you really aren't using that much hydrogen. The big use of hydrogen is to go from planet to space. Once you get to space, it's just maintaining your positioning is all it's good used for. or to accelerate or decelerate. If I had access to some platinum, which I do not yet, I could build some ion thrusters, and then my hydrogen could be even more sparingly used. But I would need a lot more uranium to power that much, to power ions, so. We are almost full of gold. Two fully yield moduled refineries ought to more than be able to keep up with my reactors. Once I get the gold refined, that is. And we are heavy. Trying to determine where am I supposed to land on that thing? It's right here at the back. Okay, I found the back. It's hard to remember which side's back and which side's front from a distance. It's because I'm coming at it from the bottom. That's even making it harder. Okay, that explains why I'm having trouble finding it. Okay, now flip it around. And there we go. 987Z. Alright. Now let's focus our refineries. Let's focus our refineries on the gold. There we go. Why did it do that? Alright, CARGO. Gold is before stone everywhere. Gold before stone, gold before stone. Okay. Gold for stone. There. Now. Oh, come on. Give me a couple more. Come on. I got one of them. Alright, well, we wait, because that's all we're doing right now. Let's come and dress up our... Let's come and dress up our ship. There we go. Excuse me. Don't mean to cough in your ear. I want this. Yeah, like that. And kick it all across again. Like that. Okay. Want there, can't put it there. There, there, and there. There. Like that. Now rotate you over. So we're just gonna come down here, we're gonna make our ship pretty. That one, do a couple there. There we go. Alright, now let's go and see how many superconductors I can get in. Oh yeah, oh yeah, much better. Oh yeah. Just fully yield moduled out of refinery. Now we're getting the other one going now. Haha! Come on. Come on, you can do it. Alright, fine. We'll do the other things while I wait on you again.
Meteor storm inbound.
Yeah. Hit me again. Hit me, I dare ya. There we go. Now... That's freaky as can be in space. Okay, so what I want is not in here. We want to go into pulling down these things again. So that was neat. It was an earlier, but same
Low.
thought pattern. Okay. Energy low. And then let's eat. And let's go see. All components successful. Yes! Look at that. Yield modules everywhere. $800. Oh, wow. I did not realize it was that many. Production. Let's go ahead, switch back over here, grab just the gravity components because oh, they need silver. We don't have silver. Well, while that does that, oh. Changed my mind about something. SOR. Minor drainer. MIN, minor drainer. Drain all on. Blacklist nothing. Because it should have nothing in its inventory when you're done. Hold on, let me see here. Nope, not that one. It's this one. Nope, it's not that one either. It's... Because this spot here... Actually... Problem with that's what did to that square for me now. The real thing is, I'm not planning on making this over here any wider than this. So this should all be like this. And actually, that one's not going to be that way either. It's that one that's wrong. For the way I've got it set up, it'd be like that. And then this one should be this one. No, close though. Oh, come on. I know it's in here. I used it earlier. There it is. That one. Which lets me use this down the side. Like that. Whoa, is that right? Yeah, that's right, okay. Flip it that direction. Yeah, I stopped it right there. And then here we went. And then we went with that one there. Now then, right here behind it, let's go with 2, 3. that. Then we do that the rest of the way around. And okay.
Energy low.
I guess we'll get some energy. Okay. Now then. Did I see it in here? Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. Exactly the one I want. There you go. Nice, smooth. It's a little squared off, but it's just the way this little miner came out. And if we go with, is it this one I want? No. Yes. Maybe. Hold on. Yes. Because it looks like that. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Do 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 do. Problem is those lights are where they have to be to have connection. How could I go around it? Oh, I need to come back anyway because of the top. Alright, fine. 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 That will have to work. Oh, we're gonna have weird ones again. There we go, that's what I'm after. So if we go here across. And then immediately behind it, we go there. Actually, we probably should go out one more. That's not the one I meant, though. That is. That. Now, how to make that close in is entirely up to fun stuff. I actually think we can go that there. Okay. And then don't want that one. I want no. No. Yep. Boom. And then the one that goes there is there. Look how smooth that is. Almost like I knew what I was doing. I only wish it was true. Let's grab this guy next, because he sits directly here. And there. And yes, I know I could do it without using block picker here, but block picker makes it faster. 1, 2, 3. Especially with these. There we go. All those thrusters are nice and pretty. Concealed. Something just occurred to me about the top here. Well, I do want this to be all nice and straight like this. Right here. There is no reason this in here has to be the same height. So what I could do, just to give it some visual interest, would be grab this, flip it to that one. Oh, heaven's sake. Go boom, boom, boom. And then right here under my feet, do the same thing in the other direction. And then across the middle, run half blocks. Still closes it all in so that it's you know, different, but it gives it shape that otherwise it wouldn't have. And we can go back in and move that area over, because it's kind of square and boxy right now. I mean, it's got angles to it, but it's really blunk. Which part of that is intentional? Alright. Wrong thing. Helps if you get them facing the right way. Now, I think what I want is in here. There it is, maybe? Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah. Alright. Got that one in, and then place these three. There we go. It gives it a much still closed in, still looks finished, but at the same time, I like that. With that nice flat square in the middle there. Now we gotta do the same thing effectively to the top, or to bottom of me. Since this vehicle is very much, it's very symmetrical. Almost came out cubic. Like it really did. It almost came out like a cube. Not the plan, but you know. I just wanted it to be short and fat instead of long and skinny like all the other ones we made were. Not like just flat welding a whole section. Alright, so the next corner block is this guy here. It goes like that, and like that. And he is met all the way around by this guy. And we did solid square. Now steel plate. It's amazing even doing littles like this, how many littles it takes to finish out something this size. It's not even that big of a ship, really. I mean, she really isn't. She's a little ship. Control G. Okay, there. Oh, I missed one. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking. I am got my tongue out the side of my mouth as I frantically focus on finishing up my shaping. Oh no! Stinking sun got on me again. Can't stay here. Hey, little mute. I need to move my ship to protect me when I'm building. Rotate it over this way. And then fold it... Nope, wrong way. There we go. We're getting closer. There we go. Now, if I rotate it this direction, I can shade my working space. Well, I was working on the bottom, so I probably didn't even need to do that. Much rotation, anyway. That's alright. Gee, let's grab these two. Yes. Sit directly on top of these. And then these little guys go right here all the way across. Control G here. These go right here on top of this. Like that and like that. Control G. You go right here and right here. Allowing you to come all the way across. Ouch. Sorry, that's got something to do with... Ooh. Oh. There we go. Now it's a symmetrical... It's almost a literal square. It's that symmetrical. That's hilarious. Well, we should give it some color now. Let's go with some yellow. Oh, poosh. There we go. Now it's got the same square top and bottom. Needs the same kind of... Needs something to divide it vertically too. No, too much. Sorry, wrong button. That one. That could turn ugly real fast if I'm not careful. Alright, so how many squares did I decide to go back? 1, 2, 3. It might be 4. It is. It's 4. I just can't count. Alright. Where do we want to put... Oh, upside down. I'm so confused on which direction's up and down on this ship, even. Let's make the drills yellow. Cockpit and ore detector yellow. And let's do the connector while we're at it. That'll make things look pretty even. Yeah. I like it. I'm not really sure what to call it, but I like it. Before I crash it, let's blueprint it. Sorry. Yeah, it should be. Rename. Blue smoke. Borer, for lack of a better name. If anyone comes up with a better name, I'd be happy to hear it. I don't know what it would be, though. Okay, now we're docked. 987Z. Look at that. It's a pretty little ship. Actually, I want one more thing. I want to put there and there. Around to the bottom. There we go. One more here. And one more dot there. Yeah. Alright, I do believe that we are going to call it there today, guys. We got our little miner done. We got some gold. Speaking of gold, how much of our... Woof. We got a bunch of them going in. Ooh, we got our gravity components. Holy cow, how close did we get? Alright. About halfway through our superconductors even. A little bit more. So we got really well through here today. Well, won't let me do what I want to from there. As said, that's where we're going to end it today. Thank you for joining me for Space Engineers. As always, I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. Join me Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12:30 to 3:30 here on YouTube, and from 10 to noon, also on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Twitch. I was going to say something else. Join me Tuesdays and Thursdays here and on Twitch, noon to 3:30. With a half-hour break for lunch between the two stations. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next time.